Douglas Cooling and Heating, serving the Birmingham area for 38 years. 988-3706. That's Douglas.
I'm James Spann. This is the afternoon edition of the Weather Xtreme video for Friday, the 20th of May, getting set to hit the weekend with some very warm summer-like weather. We'll check the Skycam shots. First off, an image captured this morning from Trussville. Nice sunrise coming up over Bald Rock Mountain. That was about 6:50 this morning. And this afternoon, there's a look at Tuscaloosa. Looking east from the top of the Tuscaloosa County Courthouse, the sky's sunny there. And down in Gulf Shores, come on now, crowds are huge. The Hangout Music Festival is this weekend. You can see some of the big stages there out there on the public beach and just masses of people this afternoon. Weather down there perfect for the weekend. Sunny days, clear nights, highs on the immediate coast, low 80s. Doesn't get much better. Check the water vapor satellite shot. We still got the block, but it's beginning to be a little progressive. We got the ridge in place here across the deep south, which means the weather is warmer. Yeah, everybody in the 80s. Cool spot, 82 at Gadsden, but other locations are mostly in the upper 80s. Birmingham and Anniston, 87. Tuscaloosa, 89. And we are expecting highs between 87 and 90 over the weekend. Numbers just like that. We'll check the temperatures around the nation. And again, you can see the warm air covering the southern states, the Gulf Coast states, mostly 80s there. And cold air over the Rockies, underneath that cold upper low out there. Again, parts of Utah, Colorado, Wyoming, only in the 40s at mid-afternoon here on May 20th. On the watch warning map, things are becoming convectively active with severe weather watches off to the west, flash flood watches as well for parts of Arkansas, Missouri. Check the nearest tornado watch. It's that one. That's in effect until 6 o'clock. That was actually posted this morning at 11:05. That includes a large part of Arkansas, the Arklatex around Shreveport, and over toward Tyler and Longview, and then up toward Sallisaw, Oklahoma. And you can see pockets of thunderstorms in progress out there. Check the convective outlooks. This is the day one outlook for the rest of today and tonight. We've got the standard risks of severe weather through parts of Texas, Arkansas, Louisiana, and the southern plains. Tomorrow, a large slight risk from near Muscle Shoals up to about Omaha and Des Moines. And within that, there's no enhancement. The standard 15% probabilities are there. And then on day 3, which is Sunday, we got the standard slight risk of severe weather from near Abilene and Dallas-Fort Worth up to Detroit, Cleveland, and Pittsburgh. And within that, there is an enhanced risk. The 30% area includes North Texas, much of Arkansas, Missouri, and some of the adjacent states. And again, we stress we don't expect any problems in this part of Alabama throughout the weekend. In fact, we should be mostly dry for the next 5 days. This is the QPF chart valid through Wednesday morning of next week at 7 o'clock. Big numbers out there across the plain states. And around here, you can see around the shoals, that's suggesting maybe a tenth or a quarter of an inch. But for most of Alabama, nothing really significant for a while. We'll check the modeling here. This is the 12Z-GFS valid at 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. And we've got the ridge still in place, big upper low across the plain states. And again, things don't change very much. A 1,000 millibar low sitting on the border of the Dakotas with a trailing band of storms down the Mississippi River. And for Alabama, we think the weather stays dry and warm with highs between 87 and 94, pretty much, or between 87 and 90, pretty much like today. Sunday, same thing. You might see a shower or storm up over the Tennessee Valley of extreme North Alabama. Most places stay dry. Highs not too far from 90. And Monday, once again, warm and dry with a good supply of sunshine. The GFS is sitting at 92 in the Moss products, but that's been running pretty warm lately. More than likely, we'll see upper 80s. And Tuesday, look at the cold front coming down across the northern states. Very cold air over much of Canada, but that will not affect us. Wednesday, energy is digging the trough off to the west, and we'll kind of keep an eye on that. Down at the surface on Wednesday, there's a surface low developing near Little Rock, and that could be an active convective day west of the state. And then on Thursday, the surface low really doesn't deepen. In fact, if anything, it fills and moves due east. And that would suggest a pretty good round of showers and storms Thursday of next week, but really not a classic severe weather setup. And of course, it's still way too early to be specific. Just be aware the possibility is there for some strong storms. And a week from today, the bulk of that has moved on to the east. And the following day, that would be Saturday, May the 28th. Got a northerly flow aloft, and down below that, that looks dry. So if you got an outing planned on May 28th or the 29th, that Memorial Day weekend, for now, things are looking pretty good. Check the end of the forecast on June 5th. Winds aloft, light and variable. The core of the polar jet is over Canada, and again, a very typical early summer look. Warm, muggy, maybe a shower in spots, but nothing excessively organized, if that's right. That's it for the Weather Extreme video today. We'll have notes on the blog. My next video will be Monday morning at 7. Brian Peters will have the updates tomorrow and Sunday. Thanks for watching. Have a great weekend, and God bless.
Thank you for trusting us to be your #1 source for news
in all of Central Alabama.
in back-to-back ratings periods.
More people watched ABC 3340
than any other station in Birmingham.